Alright, YouTube, great luck coming at you with another Loong Craft playthrough. I'm going to be using my archer class today and dive straight in and try and keep the video a bit quicker. Been having some dramas trying to upload some longer videos, and considering I'm just doing this with software straight off my phone and lack of editing equipment or knowledge, whichever one it is, I'm just going to try and keep this to about a 10-minute video. Basically, just going to do some talk-throughs about the trials. Great way of earning XP. I did try and do a demonstration video, but I ran out of memory, so I deleted that video. Obviously, I've used it. Normally, you've got 3 attempts at Tomb Chamber. This runs on AP. This is basically Wednesday refresh daily. There's no real limit to what you can do with your character in terms of battling and earning experience and all of that, but you do have a daily set of tasks, which are up next to the trials. And basically these give you great rewards through the EP, which are earned points. And they give you great rewards through that, but they also give you a great amount of XP. Like, I think you end up with about 300 diamonds as well, 250, 300 diamonds by the end of the day. If you manage to max out your EP for the day, which is your 300 EP, which by the time you're at level 40, level 50, it's quite an achievable task. It's not too hard. And it's a pretty smooth transition to go from level 1 to level sort of 45. Like, the early game is so fast and so easy, and it's basically like it's a constant tutorial until you're about level 30, because there is just so much content on this game. There's just so many things for you to learn, and every time you level up, it's like, oh, you've unlocked this new ability or a new task or a new trial or a new area kind of thing. And once you hit about level 35 or level 36, I believe it is, they take the safety cap off, and that's sort of throwing you in the deep end. And then sort of level 40 to 50 is not too bad either. It only takes about a day or 2 days, I should say. And yeah, that's not too bad. It's like pretty smooth transition through to mid game. It's pretty easy to get there, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, it's great because you can dive straight into like PvP task, and you can dive straight into getting all your dailies complete for your XP and rewards. You can use some of the diamonds that you're earning as you're earning your EP to refresh your AP at a rate of 20 diamonds for 20 AP. A little bit steep if you ask me. You do have a daily fruit tree. Whoops, I wasn't supposed to close task. I was supposed to go down to items. So you can actually plant this seed here, which takes about half an hour to grow, and you can do 5 or 6 of these a day. And better keep it quick with the batteries low. Yeah, but you can do 5 or 6 of these a day, and you can basically just keep them growing while you're running around and do your tasks. So essentially, you're using AP doing a task, but in the time that you finish your task, you've got a little fruit there ready to replenish some of your AP. So I'm just going to go through here and collect some of my login rewards and some of my daily rewards, some of my spendage rewards here. That was from donating to my guild. I donated some money. You do make sure you do your bank. Like, it's free money, free items. Like, great rare wit fruit. Upgrade my talents, especially when it's free. Like, you don't have to work for it. It's just right there in front of you. So I might go through and do some of my guild construction, just because I haven't done this today. As you see, a guild gift. Now, you got so many tasks. Like, it actually takes probably 2 or 3 hours to complete all your dailies. But I mean, it's well worth it. Like, me and my buddy Luke, I'll probably put his link down in the description somewhere, but you'll also find him over on the forums. Yeah, me and my buddy Luke, we've managed to get to sort of level 50 in about like 2.5 days, just playing the game flat out. Like, yeah, it was pretty crazy how fast we were able to get up to level 50. Considering the highest person on the list right now is level 62, so we're only 10 levels behind him, and he hasn't reached max level yet. So it's a race. And right now I'm not working, so what a great time. Excellent. So I'll just come over here to the Crucible. This is part of your daily guild contribution. Now, I'm not going to sit here and bore you by lighting fires. I've got a few fine liquors there, so I'm going to add those. Make it nice and quick and easy. Shit, get me carried away with my camera over there while I'm holding my phone. So you see like another 20 EP there, that's because I completed the task. And the task was to play around with that. Oh geez, I lost what I'm saying. I get carried away sometimes. I can't think of two things at once. I'm a bloody bloke. What do you expect? I was going to do some PvP tasks in this video, but I think what I might do is I might do a trial, because I did try and fit that into the last. Video, but I disconnected. I won't worry about trying to find a team. You can use a team. Teams are great. Like me and Luke, we go in there, we throw down S's for most of the time, which is great, especially when it's only two people, because it's easy to organise. The problem with entering as a team is you've got to get everybody together in the same area to enter the trial, which can be a bit of a pain in the ass, especially for me because I'm impatient. So I just like to just, if I haven't got a couple of mates online, then I just like to just solo it, and you sacrifice a tiny reward. And yeah, this is for your items basically. So you'll find materials like leathers and stones. So I've got some of these in my flooded inventory. You run out of inventory space pretty quick once you hit about mid game. It's pretty crazy. So as you can see there, we've got some leathers. We've got some stones next to it. Level 3, or I should say, yeah, level 3 leathers. So you use those when you're upgrading your gear, because this game, I think I've mentioned it before, but it's got a unique system where you only get your equipment once. You don't swap out equipment constantly, but your equipment levels up with you, and then you've got sockets as you increase its condition. As you can see, there's a couple of equipments here that are fine, and a couple here that are rare, and that just comes up as you're upgrading them. They'll prompt you to use those materials that we're collecting in this dungeon here. Your relics is the only items that you actually change out as you level up, and that's I'm an archer class. I've got a bow and a piece of armor, and every class is basically the same as it. Every 10 levels, you get a new set of relics. I haven't donated to the state today, so I might just squeeze that in as soon as we're doing daily tasks. Always good to multitask on this game, especially considering the auto combat feature that you got. As you can see running in the background, I haven't actually been trying to play, especially considering my thumb sort of covers up the camera from time to time, which I apologise for in advance, even though I've probably already done it, and I'm no longer apologising in advance, am I? So here's this wanted interface. We were speaking about that earlier in the match, in the video, and two of those have gone through. We'll accept the rare. I'm not really keen on doing a normal one, so yeah, beautiful, fine. We'll do that one. So yeah, these are all just another great way of getting XP. It's free XP. It's free XP. It's free rewards. As soon as it gives you the option to start doing wanted, just try and get all 15 done, because you literally don't have to do anything. You just go and do whatever you're doing for the day, and they'll just continually roll over in the background. Bloody beautiful feature. You Joy, you have nailed it on that feature. Actually, you've nailed it on a lot of features. I mean, don't get me wrong, this game's not polished. You can. There's definitely some glitches and a few other things. It's pretty new to the English market, especially the server. I'm on server 7, and yeah, we haven't got anyone at the max level yet, so that's probably an indication of how new it is to the English market. Anyway, I don't know how long it's been on the Oriental servers. So this does take a while. You do have a time limit, I believe. I don't actually know what it is. I think I do remember reading somewhere there when I was a bit more going through the learning stage, and I was trying to figure everything out. I've not really breached that time limit, so it's hard to say what it is. It must be pretty lenient because I'm doing this pretty slowly. So many different things. As you can see, you've got so many options in your second menu there. You've got your attack menu over here. You've got all your attack skills. And then you go down to your second menu, and yeah, you've got so many. All your tasks are spanned up the right side of the screen, and then you've also got all your other sub-menus across the bottom of the screen. I quite like this archer class. It seems to be fairly high rate of fire. All the classes, having one of each of the classes, I'm sort of noticing that they are very similar to each other. Both the Lancer and the Warrior seem to have the same skill sets, but they've just got different models for the visuals, but they essentially do the same thing. They both, one skill, they both dive in and stun the opponent, while the other skill, they sort of stay on the spot and hit quite a large area. The Warrior does it by doing a big leaping jump, which then explodes on impact, and then his area of effect attack, he just sits there spinning his sword, whereas the Lancer sort of does this dashing attack where it sort of goes invisible and then sort of just steamrolls you, more or less, like just runs you flat over. And then his area of effect, he sort of just runs like a pentagram into the ground over and over, and that sort of just damages the whole area that he's running around doing that pentagram, basically. So essentially the same attacks, but like I said, different visuals, but yeah, they're sort of modelled the same. And I found the archer and the archer and the tactician are much the same as well. But yeah, we're getting up to about 11 minutes here, so I'm getting close to cutting this video off. I'm sort of rambling a bit, and we've only managed to get one dungeon done. Done a couple of little dailies, sort of. Hopefully, I've been able to sort of throw a couple of little bits and pieces of information your way. I mean, this is very much sort of like a first look video. I haven't had a chance to go into it too in depth yet, but I will be throwing up some guides. I will be throwing up some other videos, especially with the PvP, because the open world PvP in this game is something like I didn't think I'd ever find it on a mobile game, especially. I mean, I might even try and head over that way so we can have a bit of a look, just for shits and giggles, just for the next couple of minutes, just so I can sort of close off on a high note. Here we go again with the auto, which I mentioned in an earlier video about opening up the map and just letting it fast travel. So then again, you can just go through your tasks, multitask. Got a couple of boxes I can claim. Got a couple of warrants. Yeah, nice. So warrants are another thing. Basically, they come in varying models of rarity, same as everything seems to be on this game. It's all grey, blue, yellow, green, purple. That's an ascending order of importance, I should say. And basically, warrants, they will let you kill monsters and gain XP for it. So you get you first start introduced to warrants at level 25. You'll get level 25 warrants, and you open them up and basically say, "I'll kill 80 monsters of level 25 or higher." And once you've killed 80 monsters of level 25 or higher, it'll just give you silver and experience in a big bunch for completing the quest. And you can do 5 of those a day. So it's always good just to have a warrant active, which I don't believe I do at the moment. So I'm just going to activate one of those right now. So it's just good to have a warrant active. Keeps your player in control. Keeps him just gaining just massive XP. And again, it's like, because this game does auto a fair amount of things, it does allow you to multitask and stack your tasks on top of each other. Like, I'll be doing a PvP tasks video later on, where I literally just only go over escort, intelligence, lighting fires, dragon cauldron, and the espionage tasks. Oh, it looks like I just disconnected. Oh well.